All right, cool. Uh, like earlier this week, actually, it was like right after we recorded last week's episode. I found this really awesome podcast called This Year, and it's for the This Year collection. And what they do is they'll take a certain famous podcast. Most of them are discontinued or their old shows are no longer easily accessible. So what they do is they'll take like a podcast and then pick a year that they were recording in and pull out the best bits from every episode and put them in one massive podcast, or they'll break it up into several different parts. So, like for example, like the Giant Bomb podcast. It's a really popular gaming podcast. Uh, like for the year 2008, I want to say they have like a two-part series, and each part is like 6 hours long because there's that much content. So it's a really cool way to kind of preserve older podcasts. And one of the podcasts they have is called GFW Radio, and that's Games for Windows Radio. And it was the podcast that went along with the Games for Windows magazine that was around back in the mid aughts. And it went away because OneUp.com, the host, and Ziff Davis, the publisher for the magazine, kind of went their separate ways, and basically everybody who was on the podcast got laid off. So naturally, they couldn't continue doing podcasts anymore. They've moved on. Like I know a couple of them went on to work for game developers. Like I know Jeff Green is working at EA. Sean Elliott's working for 2K, and he's actually working on BioShock Infinite. Others that we know and love, such as Ryan Scott
Oh
and
boy.
Anthony Jacobs, moved on to other podcasts and other gaming websites. So they're still with us in the podcasting realm. But GFW Radio was one of the first podcasts I ever picked up and just sort of fell in love with. Not because of their gaming coverage. Their gaming coverage was okay. They were one of the few podcasts, and actually one of the few magazines that dealt strictly with PC gaming. And but they never like really got into like nitty gritty of PC gaming. They were just, it was mostly, the podcast was a place they went to like decompress after hectic time publishing magazines and shit. And one of the things they like to do that Sean Elliott loved to do was him and a freelance friend of his, a freelance writer, would go on to like Second Life or various forums, and just or like ask people to find just the most whacked out shit they could find, and they did a series. And actually, his freelancer friend was named Rory, and Rory was never on the show, but he helped out Sean Elliott a lot. And the series they came up with is called Heroes of the Web, and it was basically if GFW was still around today, they would almost strictly be talking about the Brony fandom, just with all the crazy whacked out shit. Like one of the best examples was they found this Sonic forum, and the Sonic forum was making marriage certificates so that its users could get married to their to the Sonic characters, and they were doing dramatic readings of how excited they were to finally marry like Knuckles or Sonic or whoever. Another one was actually from the Nintendo of America forums, where this one dude fell like deeply in love with a Legend of Zelda character, and he wanted to go to Japan to meet Miyamoto and ask him who the character was based on. And he found like a group of like 10 other people who were like hardcore wanting to find out more, and we're planning a trip to we're making plans to go to Japan to meet Miyamoto and find out more about these characters. And then Nintendo of America shut the thread down. And so they were on another forum angrily talking about how cruel Nintendo was for denying them information on their true loves. And the one I pointed out to, the one I ran to, and when I heard it, and I remembered it, because it's in the this year collection. There was one hero of the web that when I heard it and I heard the name, I'm like, wow, that name sounds really familiar, and I digitally ran to and bullshit for confirmation, and it's of this one guy.
And this is just let me add, this is a beautiful thread. This thread is the reason I go on furry sites now, is threads like these, because they're absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. Basically, the gist of the thread was, and wow, Google Chrome has stopped working. Anyway, that's okay. The gist of the thread was the thread star asked, what did he ask? Do you think your persona or your character would be attracted to you in real life if they were real? And the thread star was having serious, really kind of serious, like problems, like really concerned that his persona, his OC that he created, would not be attracted to him, would not be physically, mentally, or sexually attracted to him. And the thread star was the most sane one. That's the kicker. The thread star was the most sane one. It just quickly went downhill from there. Do we kind of want? Do we want to hint at who we think?
Well, here's the thing. The reason why he rushed to me with this was because they were saying the name of the original poster, the one who had started this whole discussion, and their name was very similar, scarily so, to a particular Tumblr user that many of us follow.
A good person.
Oh no, I'm not saying anything bad, guys. It's just that we were surprised, that this person that we all follow was being mentioned on a podcast.
This was in 2007. If you go to, okay, for anybody who wants to find out, I'm not going to give the timestamp. Just go look up on this year collection. Go to GFW Radio 2007 Part 2. And just listen. Eventually, you'll hear it. If you know who we're talking about, you'll figure it out when it comes. So sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Emble.
And we were so surprised. But then I thought about it, and I was like, this person is a furry, and the writing of this thread does sound very similar to the way that they write.
Yeah.
And so I guess this whole story is just our roundabout way of pimping another podcast.
Yeah, in a way, and kind of poking fun at a friend of ours.
At a friend of ours. And he if he goes and he looks it up, he'll know who he is.
Yeah. And let me just say, dude, look, what you wrote was kind of weird and stupid. And let me just say, we've all done weird and stupid shit before.
We do weird and stupid shit every week on this podcast.
Exactly. We do. I mean, yeah, in 5 years, just think of it. This happened back in 2007. So,
writing a thread post that's a hypothetical thought experiment about whether or not your fictional creation would fall for you in real life is not half as bizarre as us playing a game where we try to guess what each other have masturbated to in the past week. In relation,
or me pitching a game proposal where you play as a fetus inside a pregnant cadence, or in bullshit expounding on how sexually advanced Earth ponies.
Yeah,
would be.
Exactly. By no
Yeah.
means, are we saying are we doing anything more than poking fun? Because God knows we've done worse, and we'll continue to
Yeah.
do worse.
Yeah, and actually, it kind of inspired me because obviously GFW is dead. One Up is pretty much a shell of what it was. So Heroes of the Web is basically dead, but it's kind of given me the idea to do Heroes of the Fandom, where we do I'd like for us to be able to do a similar dramatic reading of just the crazy whacked out bullshit we see on Tumblr and in the fandom every day. I'm pretty sure that Pony Chan alone could provide us with many heroes of the fandom, I think. So I don't know. We'll think about it. You know, it's something I want all of us to be a part of.
And
Like
I
all of
think it
us.
would be a very fun segment too.
Yeah, yeah, and and yes, it would be, to make fun of the people, but also just to realize that hey, we all do stupid shit. So you know, calm your shit, calm your tits. Yeah. And with that, I think we can intro this shit.
All right. Well, you're listening to the Grand Canterlot Cavalcade in Color. I'm M Bullshit, your secondary co-host, and with me is M Defmec, the primary co-host. Tonight, we've got a Kickstarter that's coming up, and a new movement reacting against the word brony. Those stories and more coming up now.
Shuffle paper, shuffle paper. Yes, hi, I am MDFMag. Wait, I can't do the fuck. I live like right next to Iowa, which is what that accent is. I can't fucking do that accent. Yeah. So shit. What the hell are we talking about?
Go ahead and just
Yeah.
go right off on the show notes. I've set it up all for you this week.
All right, cool. Yeah, metal shit. Uh, we air Tuesday nights, Wednesday mornings on Celestia Radio. If you like to hear our episodes over day early and in higher quality, listen in at ponify.me, starting at 11 p.m. Central Time, midnight Eastern. We should actually get that changed to GMT, I think. We'll do that next week.
Yeah, I'll put that in. I'll look at their schedule and I'll put it in.
Yes. All right, and next up we have the drama report. What we got to deal with this week?
Well, this is a little weekly segment.
Put up.
This is a little segment I'd like to start doing, if not weekly, at least monthly, called the drama report. So this is your hopefully weekly drama report. I'm meteodramaologist and bullshit. Well, I'm Defmec. We've had some minor storms this past week. Current conditions are mild, with some small localized drama fires across Tumblr and Derby Baru. Just this past week, we saw a small storm erupt from a single high-pressure user. Accusations of attention whoring, talk of leaving the fandom, and call-outs were made surrounding a Tumblr poster who goes by the name Mellow Mod. That storm, however, has since passed, leaving only a small wake of butthurt and poster regret, which should be cleared up by the time this episode is posted. On the subject of smaller storms, moving south, we are seeing a rise in a talk about heterogeneity in MLP fan art, which has been largely aggravated by the social justice crowd of Tumblr. Thanks again, you guys. Thank you so much. The current condition of this storm barely exceeds minor showers, with wind force expected to barely push it beyond the bounds of small fan sites in Tumblr. We'll be watching this one, however, so stay tuned. Looking at our upcoming forecast, the foreseeable future holds little in the way of drama. It's expected to be a calm and quiet week with highs in the social justice and lows in the mid-furries. So don't hesitate to poke your heads out of your pathetic fucking tunnel vision of faggotry and look at something new this weekend. It might be, quiet for once. Our long-range radar has picked up some small drama surrounding the usage of the word brony, but we'll have more on that later in our main news segment. However, the storm is expected to build, and it may touch down in the fandom mainland by the time the new season starts. Stick with us on this report, and we'll let you know if this twister hits the ground. That's all for your weather. Sorry, drama report. I'm in bullshit. Back to you, MDefMech.
Wow. So yeah. All right. Let me just say personally, I did receive minimal damage regarding the whole mellow mob thing,
Yes.
but nothing permanent. It's just a few shingles got blown off, so just hammer those back down.
A bit of paint damage on your car, but
yeah, insurance will take care of that.
What I think is beautiful is that little segment there just sort of sums up the past 4 episodes of
yeah
of the Grand Cavalcade. It's starting to calm down though, and I'm happy with that, because for a time I was really happy to talk about drama, and now it's just sort of gotten boring and old.
Yeah. On a side note, I'm gonna have to. I'm doing that right now. I'm doing a giveaway where I'm giving away a bunch of games on Steam. I'm gonna have to pause that because I need to focus on the podcast right now. So, we do this shit live, folks.
No editing whatsoever.
Yes. All right. All right. So I guess we can go ahead and just move on to our main topic. MLD :VN is back on track.
That's my thing. So for those of you who have been listening in every week and who read my Tumblr blog, you'll know that the project lead for Milo Dashi, the visual novel, has been in the hospital for quite some time. He got into a pretty bad car accident. However, he is out. He's at home. And I was just talking to him. I've been talking to him pretty regularly, but I was just talking to him a few minutes ago before the episode, and he just told me to sort of tell everyone that he needs a couple days to get back into the swing of things. He's got a bit of memory loss, so he's trying to sift through all of his notes and figure out what was going on before the accident. In regards to the visual novel, but in a couple days he'll have everything sorted out and we'll be back on track to getting it out. So I believe we will have it mostly finished by Christmas. So we'll have to see.
Well, and actually, when you mentioned the whole memory loss thing to me, that kind of reminded me of what happened to Steve Wozniak after he got in his back in the late 70s, or actually it might have been the early 80s, I forget. He got in a really bad plane crash. He was a general aviation. He was and still is a general aviation's pilot, and which meant smaller aircraft, and he was with himself, a friend, and his wife and his friend's wife, and they got into an accident, crashed in the parking lot of a bowling alley, I think. And he for the most part got out okay, but he was completely unable to form memories for a month, and it's actually sounds like a very similar situation. And hearing Steve Wozniak's account of it, that's actually pretty goddamn scary. When you come out of it, when you eventually your brain is able to reorganize itself to be able to remember memories, and then when you realize, holy shit, I have no idea what the fuck happened for the past month or month and a half, that's pretty goddamn scary. To think about.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's good to hear he's all right.
Yeah. He's doing fine. He's still got a bit of physical therapy to go through, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah. And so, I guess we could go on to our next topic. I guess apparently, we've come to the point in this fandom where Actually, have furries ever had this problem? I'm
Oh,
just
of
asking
course,
sort of generally.
of course. E-
Against. Oh,
Every fandom, and this is the current topic that we're switching to right now, is the this new movement that's coming to react against the usage of the word brony. They don't like the word brony, and we'll explain why in a minute. I just want to start by saying every fandom goes through a period during which people will say, "Oh, I'm a fan of this, but I'm not I'm not this." So I know plenty of people who say, "Oh yeah, I like furry art, but I am not a furry, and don't you ever call me a furry," you know.
yeah.
And so it happens all the time in everything. Um, I like the show Sherlock, but I am not a Sherlockian, you know. And it started happening finally on a large scale in the brony fandom. So go ahead, Deathneck.
Yeah, basically what I've seen is we have several sites and several people, notably Shop About Ponies, which I think they're gone for good now, just because they've kept being shut down for harassment. And then Fuck No Milo Pony, and then notably the mod for MLP Art Confessions, really kind of ragging on the term brony and the brony fandom in general, where all they've pretty much done is just point out the worst aspects of the brony fandom, and then generalize it to the point where, if in their minds, if you call yourself a brony, that means you're this, this, and this, and to them that means you're a sexist, you're a racist, you're probably a pedophile, you're transphobic, any list of things. And it's basically just they're doing the whole, a little bit spoils the bunch, and they're actively promoting that, if you're a fan of MLP, you shouldn't call yourself a brony because a brony is this, this, and this. And I just want to say that's bullshit. That is pure. That is just pure, unmitigated bullshit. I can't. First of all, because brony is just a label. That's all. That's really all it is to me, I think. What do you think, Ben? Or
Well,
Jehoof?
I'm
Either or.
trying to find a post from.
Yeah, well, there's that whole huge spat I got into, I think a couple days ago. I'm actually trying to go back to it now, 'cause over a video where it was a video that was taken in I want to say a bowling alley. Yeah, it was a bowling alley, and it was bronies, a group of bronies kind of acting nuts. They were singing songs.
It was like that Pizza Run video.
Yeah, yeah, and you've heard me before. You've heard me cringe and sort of, really shake my head at that. And and let me say, yeah, that was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. Is that embarrassing enough for me to renege on uh, being called a brony? Absolutely not. Because there's otakus, there's furries, there's Sherlockians, there are Whovians, there are homestuckers, and okay, this is the thing that really gets to me, especially with a couple of these people I've mentioned before. They like shower praise and love on the homestuck fandom, all the while ignoring all the psychotic bullshit that the Homestuck fandom does. That's no different from what the Brony fandom is doing, which really makes me think that these people are just Homestuck fans who kind of like MLP but hate everything else about MLP.
Let me just jump in here. Here's the post. It's from Mellow Mod. Mellow Mod's a very loud person. And I don't want to really draw too much attention to them because I think giving them attention is a terrible idea. Anyways, but this sort of sums up. They in this post that she made, she just sort of listed all the negative aspects of the fandom and then said, "So I'm really sorry that I don't want to be associated with a word that only means bad things for me in a fandom I don't even want to be a part of anymore. In a fandom I don't even want to be a part of anymore." And it's funny because she's still part of this fandom. She still, takes shots at people and makes comments, nasty ones, I might add, about some people. She was part of Shop About Ponies. So there's that. And the second thing is if you let, meanings of a word, if you let a word mean something bad to you, that's your fault. That's not our fault. Sure, it's the fault of the people who did the bad things, but it's not our fault. And there's no reason for you to want to shove it in our faces. And I'd like to go to another post from a guy named Meals. He's a musician. Cyril actually just reblogged this like a couple minutes ago, and it actually was perfect for this. Meals he's like a rock musician, I think. I don't really listen too much of his music, but he makes a lot of posts that I often agree with. Amidst the tidal wave of posts I often disagree with, but he said this. What pisses me off about people who are fans of the shows but not part of the fandom is that it's flaunted as if you're better than everyone in the fandom, as if you're much higher up than bronies, or bronies are just the low down. Maybe you just don't like the label. At the end of the day, I suppose you got to reevaluate the meaning of being a brony. But that's a personal thing, he goes on to say. And his conclusion is, what pisses me off, this is I'm directly quoting here, what pisses me off is not so much the fandom losing more people, it's more of the superiority complex and this holier-than-thou attitude of, I'm not going to associate myself with the label because I think I'm better than you. And I think that sort of sums up the whole, the whole gist of everything is that the only reason people are doing this, try and take down the word brony, is because they need something to fight and they want the attention and it makes them feel like they're better than everyone else who just sort of uses the word,
This is very similar, actually, now that you pointed out. This is very similar to what's happening with the election. As everybody who's listening in the United States knows, and as most people who are listening outside the United States know, we have a presidential election coming up. And it's really bringing out sort of the worst of I guess our republic, to where you go on the forums, political forums, or general discussion forums, and you are literally seeing people who literally cannot let a topic go without mentioning something in relation to the general election or to liberals or conservatives. They just have to, get a word in against the other side that, they've made the other side this enemy they have to fight against, for really dumb fucking reasons. And I kind of see the same thing happening here, where it's just, and I'm gonna, it may sound dumb, but I'm gonna say there's a definite link between these holier than thou anti-brony I'm still gonna call them bronies. These holier than thou anti-brony bronies or self-hating bronies, that reeks of the social justice plague that's been.
And well, the particular user I quoted earlier is a social justice blogger in many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the basis of all social justice blogging? The basis of all social justice blogging is convincing yourself that you have something that means something to other people and pretending like nothing else matters. And what that results in is it gives you this feeling of having meaning to your life that is more than what it was before. Hell, everything seems important when you're fighting for gay rights, right?
Well, it's like if you're finding well, it's not just gay rights. They don't stop at gay rights. They and I'm gonna sound pretty bad for saying this, but it's really boiling the whole that whole aspect of and we're going now in the general Tumblr universe is this whole war against straight white males.
Yeah.
That's what it's boiling down to. And actually, there's a Twitter I follow called there's a Twitter account I follow called Tumblr.txt, and they primarily specialize in the white guilt tumblers, where it's white males talking about how shitty they are and how evil they are because they're white and they're males and they're straights. It's gotten that bad, and I'm not, and yes, I am a white straight male, and so you could say like, check your privilege or whatever. But it's just weird that it's weird how it's like, we're getting way too much in the general Tumblr universe. We need to bring it back to bronies, to the brony fandom. So let me.
That's okay. It's important to remember that none of this is new.
Yeah.
And so most of what we say in matters like this applies to everything on the internet, really.
Yeah.
Not just the brony fandom. We just talk about it in the context of the brony fandom because that's where our podcast is.
Well, because and we're talking about because there's such a huge overlap between these self-hating bronies and the social justice bloggers, because where the social justice blogger has the white straight male to attack, or if not that, then straight male or straight female or non-trans or non-otherkin or non-gender fluid or number two combo with large fry and Coke or whatever identity you want to have. They're just taking their social justice fight and focusing on bronies.
Yeah.
And granted, okay, understandable. There are people who are bronies who have done horrible, horrible things, or really unethical things, like when it comes to humanizations, there's a whole topic of race, and you get people who, when they see a Twilight who's interpreted as black, just the racism switch just goes off, and they just start talking about purple drank and throwing the N-word around and shit like that. And yeah, that is awful. But that does not give you the right to attack an artist because their vision of the main six is they happen to be all shades of white. Go ahead and I say it's fine to go after the people who are being openly racist and what have you. But just because somebody decided to make Twilight white or make Rarity a certain way does not give you the right to attack them for being racist, because they're not being racist. But again, we're talking about social justice bloggers, so who knows? They can't be reasoned with. I
really
know.
Can't.
They're like religious people.
Jeff, would you like to add some to this discussion, or?
Yeah. You've had a couple tussles.
I had several tussles with my little Maud Dash, or whatever the hell her name is, but I don't really want to bring them up since it'll give her more attention. And there's really nothing more I can say. You guys have covered this topic way more thoroughly than I could.
Well, and let's just say we're not just focusing on one person. That's the
example we bring up because that's the one we see all the time. But
and it's the most recent one.
Yeah, it's one that all of us have dealt with, so it's fresh in our minds.
Yeah.
There's the old standby, but again we said we wouldn't talk about her. So
yes, of course, the real purple drink.
Yes.
Damn it. Just damn it and bullshit.
Oh my god. I'm saving that.
Yeah, it's bad.
I think what it really just boils down to is labels are labels. I use them for convenience, and they really only mean anything if you let them. And so it's your choice if you want to let the word brony mean rapist to you. That's perfectly fine. But that doesn't give you the right to feel or be or act superior to those of us who are too lazy to come up with a different word.
And what was I gonna say? Those people who say like, "I'm not a brony, but I'm a proud MLP fan." I suggest to those people go look up the history of the word fan, and you'll quickly figure out what that word is derived from. And I hope that makes you realize you're no different from bronies.
Yeah.
I hear somebody typing. They're going to go look it up.
Oh, I'm trying to log into my fucking Gmail.
You forgot your password?
No, my YouTube is linked to a not Gmail. So whenever I sign into YouTube, which now works under Google accounts, it switches my Gmail over to an account that doesn't exist. It's very annoying.
You know, I used to have like this ultra secure login for Gmail, for my Google account in general, and it was awesome until because I've rooted my phone, and I like to install custom ROMs onto it because fucking Android nerd. And so I installed a new ROM. And I went to go log into my Google account, and one of the security verifications I put on it was to send me a text message with a code that I had to enter in so that I could log in. And the problem was I couldn't get the text message until I logged into my Google account on my phone.
Oh.
So,
well then.
Yeah. So I got that fixed, and I just turned off all the hardcore secure. It's like, okay, I just had to realize it's like, look, all this has is my contacts and my email addresses. I'm not fucking, I'm not a doctor or anything. I don't have any HIPAA information on here I need to worry about. I don't work for Los Alamos National Laboratory. you know. But yeah. Fucking login shit. Bullshit.
It is bullshit.
So what the fuck is up with you, Jay Hoof? You haven't been on in forever. The last time you were on, you barely talked.
I didn't have much to say last time.
I know.
Again, I
What
could
the
talk
hell?
about how shitty Dallas Comic Con is compared to other conventions, but Tara Strong's really nice. Just want to say, even though she
That's
reminds me
what
of
she
Paul
wants you
Moran.
to think.
She reminds me of fucking Paul Moranian. Like she yips like Bubbles. Like if Bubbles was a Pomeranian, that is Tara Strong.
So basically, you're calling her a dog?
Yes.
If Bubbles was a Pomeranian, that would be Tara Strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone draw that. Not only that, I got to see her OC, and I was amazed. But yeah, she's a nice lady. They didn't even give her a Q&A panel at the convention, which is a bunch of bullshit. And the guy who played the Emperor charged $100 to even see him. So yeah.
Well.
And the only one that
Oh.
got sold out in autographed tickets was Bruce Campbell.
That's lovely.
It was very lovely. We got
You
the guy who plays Freddy Krueger to say My Little Pony. That was
nice. Well, let me just say right now, we've only gotten about 40 minutes in, and we still got about an hour and 20 minutes. So I think we could probably bullshit for a little bit before we get into cool shit.
We can end early too if you want. It doesn't matter. TJ Shamrock.
Actually, because it kind of showed up. Because as you all know, I'm a gamer. I like to game. This game has made news again. I think the biggest news with it is that it has the voice actor John St. John of Duke Nukem fame voicing the main protagonist. And even though I'm going to ask you this, I'm still going to explain the backstory of this. But have any of you guys heard of the game? This is a long one. Dude Bro 2. Hang on. I can't read the fucking... hang on, let me... Alright, cool. Okay. It's just in the logo for the game, some of the words are just covered in blood, so I can't actually read them. It's called Dude Bro. My shit is fucked up, so I got to shoot, slice you. It's straight up dog time 2. Have any of you guys heard of this game?
Wait, is this that game about that toddler you play as inside that house? Because if it is,
No.
that'd be
No,
fucking
it's not.
amazing.
This
not
is
the
a
toddler.
shoot 'em up.
Are you saying a toddler couldn't hold a gun?
Shut up, Jay Hoove. Okay, Dude Bro, my shit's fucked up, so I got to shoot, slice you. It's straight up dog time. It's based on a forum post on the NeoGAF forums. On the NeoGAF forums, there was a argument going on where this dude was defending himself for playing Imagine Babies for the Nintendo DS. Imagine Babies is a game where you take care of a baby, I think. And he was basically defending himself because everybody was calling him a pedophile for playing the game. And in one of his posts, I am trying to find it. Fuck. Somebody riff, please. Please riff.
I can riff real quick. Have either of you ever heard of the Nintendo Entertainment System game Sweet House?
Yes.
Yes, you told us about it last week.
I did? Wow, my memory is fucked up whenever I drink Goldschlager. Never mind then. Because I got someone to play that game this week, and they freaked the fuck out.
So I'm currently downloading Imagine Babies for Nintendo DS.
Oh my god, why?
Because he's Asian.
Shh. I'll give it to Sigmus and he'll love it.
He will love it.
Oh, I'm trying to find the original post by the guy who got so angry that he made this title. But okay, while I'm looking for that, I'll talk about the game a little bit. This game has been in development for 3 years. Main reason was it was originally supposed to be a top-down 3D shooter, but then they decided that was too hard, so they went ahead and switched over to a 2D side-scrolling platform, and it's basically just like Metal Slug. If you guys,
I fucking loved Metal Slug as a kid.
Yeah, you go onto the website I posted there, and I'll post a link up in the
docs.
In the docs to the website, to the Dude Bro site. You can watch it, and it's pretty goddamn awesome. Why the fuck can't I find the original post?
Maybe God hates you.
I know.
Well, you are a German Jew, so that would make sense.
Yes, I know. Let's see. Oh, original quote. Okay, good. I found it. Okay. Okay. This. Okay. Here's the original. I'll give you guys the link too. I'll include it in the show notes also. Quote. Didn't you also really like Imagine Party Babies? Yes, but this is even better. Gamefly, I imagine. I used to do it all. Quote, Gamefly, I imagine. I used to do it all the time. Yes, it has an 8.3 or so rating last time I checked on the site. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, quote from Alpha MRD or whatever. Well, I guess pedophiles play games too. Thanks for the warning. So, I'm a pedophile because I don't want to play dude, bro. My shit's fucked up, so I got to shoot slice you too. It's straight up dog time. To throw around these sorts of accusations at someone who seeks to do something different suggests quite the insecurity on your part. So yeah, that's that's where it came from. But I think this is really fucking awesome because really this is just
I'm actually watching the teaser trailer as we speak.
yes. I think this is pretty much going to be a free game developed by the NeoGAF users, the users of NeoGAF, where it's basically just a labor of love because like they're making an entire game based on a title made by an English poster.
Yeah.
And they're developing a whole story around it, and they actually got John St. John to do the voice, which I think is amazing.
That guy is already awesome, and this just
Yeah, John St. John is the dude who voices Duke Nukem. And regardless of what is the reality that is Duke Nukem Forever, John St. John is still an awesome person.
Really, the only reason why I played that game was just to listen to John St. John.
Yeah. And didn't he do a letter to Princess Celestia?
Yeah, and he also read part of 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, he read part of 50 Shades of Grey, and he read a letter to Princess Celestia at a con.
The man's just overall awesome.
He's a really cool dude. He's a really cool dude. And have him on this project's awesome. And I'm actually kind of really excited that they switched to a 2D sprite-based platform, based on Metal Slug, because I wasn't really too excited at the whole 3D thing.
Yeah, in the day and age of 3D games, I miss my 2D games from the old days.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, I've gone back and played Metal Slug so many fucking times, it's not even funny.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of pissed off that I had it for the PSP and I lost it.
Oh, that sucks.
The Metal Slug collection. So I'm like, God damn it. Let's see, how much time did we kill with that?
I don't even think 10 minutes.
Yeah, we killed about 7 minutes.
Shit.
That's okay. That is okay.
Well, a dude from Vice Magazine's following me on Tumblr. I don't know how that works.
I finished another track today.
Nice.
I got him out live tonight.
I wrote a little bit in my fan fiction. I've changed that fan fiction so many goddamn times. Oh my god. I just need to, write it and stop changing shit.
I need to start writing my fan fictions, because I've been getting a lot of inspiration lately, but just not the motivation to sit down and write it.
Well, it's like I'm getting way too focused on, minor details,
that's my problem whenever I write.
Well, for me, it's technical details. It's I'm trying, I've said before, mine's basically this space, kind of a space opera sort of deal where, humans discover Equestria, but find out that humanity's mortal enemy wishes to enslave Equestria because they're empire based on slavery. So this huge battle takes place above Equestria. Much to the ponies' dismay because they have no idea what the fuck is going on. And then I actually changed the story where before it just took place entirely in space and it was just a complete mystery to the ponies until one of the human ships sort of crashes into Equestria. They go exploring and they find dead bodies and shit and these archives and shit of the human civilization. And it's I've changed it now to fuck it, I want to bring space marines into this shit.
Yes.
So I'm putting in a land battle where it's like the slavers actually make landfall and now they're fighting on the surface of Equestria. Because I was like, fucking Michael Bay.
Oh, you'll probably do much better than Michael Bay without even trying.
Well, it's like now I'm trying to get it. It's like, okay, so it's like I need to make it a situation where it's like, because the humans have set up like a pretty good defense, but I need to figure out a way to like make it so that that defense is breached. And I'm trying to make it sound physically possible that it could happen, and that like the slavers could sneak in. And I'm just like racking my head, and I'm like, you know what? I should just fucking do it and just let people contemplate on how they actually did it. Let anybody who actually reads this piece of shit try to figure it out because I'm too goddamn lazy to do it.
Well, that's one thing you can always do is just leave it up to fan interpretation. If someone really likes it, then they'll try to write their own little side story to try to connect it for themselves.
Well, it's like I kind of want to do like a larger sort of grand like universe where it's like there's the human civilization and there's these other alien civilizations and then there's the pony civilization that was kind of unwillingly brought several thousand years into the future, and now they have to deal with it. It's like all of a sudden they went from basically a medieval society to having an advanced futuristic space traveling society in the course of like 5 years, and just in how they deal with it. And actually, that kind of is what happened to humans too, because what's happening to the ponies is a mirror of what happened to the humans a couple hundred years earlier.
Yeah.
I'm actually building the backstory to it too.
I like it.
Another problem I'm having is that I'm doing the whole world building thing where I'm like making up all these fictional organizations and shit, and then I get too focused on like developing the history of that organization that I forget the main story.
Yeah, you get sidetracked on a bunch of different projects that you're coming up with yourself.
Yeah, maybe we should just do what fucking and bullshit does and just write more romantic novels.
Yeah,
Because you don't about any of that shit.
I do write some.
Sci-fi is hard. Sci-fi is hard, especially if you're a world building type.
yeah, especially for world building, because with a lot of sci-fi things, they expect you to have a really good lore.
Yeah.
And so you got to meet with that expectation. As you're trying to do that, you get sidetracked with creating more lore, and you forget to start on the main story, and it's just a very long cycle.
And within bullshit, it's like, oh, Celestia is actually a Jew, and she just took a year sabbatical. What's Luna to do? Find out next week.
And that's the way
I still like I'm gearing up to put out the second chapter of that, and I'm still getting like watches and faves on that story. I have no idea how.
You're
and
welcome.
I can't fit, and it's like I'm basically banned from film fiction now. So it's like, okay, well, if this becomes super popular and they want to bring it on to film fiction, they can go fuck themselves. It's like, oh, you banned me because, the first chapter has too many humans and not enough ponies. Well, fuck you. The first part of the story is centered around the humans.
Yeah.
The moderating
Can we bitch about that for a while?
Okay. Honestly, I think they're justified in rejecting your fic on just the first chapter, because they basically say in their rules that it has to be pony centric by the time you submit it, for it to pass moderation. And like that's their rule, and you should follow it. I think it's
I'm fine with that.
I think it's a silly rule, because it's like, how do you know? If someone wants to submit their first chapter, how do you know from just one chapter that it might not, be more pony related?
Well, I have a quick question about the whole submitting process. You only submit one chapter?
No,
and they read that, or
you submit however much you have.
So say you had 3 chapters, you would put that all into one thing and then submit it.
Yeah, and they'll read
Okay.
through all of it to make sure it meets the submission standards overall. And then, so like, if MDefMech had submitted like 5 chapters and the story had progressed towards a place where it was more pony centric, they would have, like, there was no way they would have been able to reject that. It would have just been a human and equestrian story. I think it's silly that they have that particular rule. What I do like is that your story has to pop past moderation in order to be posted. I like that because it cuts out a lot of the crap that you get on sites like fanfiction. But the problem with that is there are so many rules for submission that a lot of it's left up to the like personal discretion of the moderators, and I think that that's bullshit. That shouldn't be.
So wait, they don't have like a board that they go through in order to do this kind of stuff? It's based on one person?
It's like the pre-readers at Equestria Daily. There's a bunch of people assigned to it. It's just whoever gets to it first reviews it. It's not.
Well, yeah, even with that first rule in consideration, I still think it was stupid for them to reject my. I mean, here I am, not actually having a mod from FimFiction on here bitching about it. But my problem with that is that, like, the first chapter basically sets up there's a human starship orbiting Equestria. They go into a pretty detailed discussion about their what they've done so far in studying Equestria, and discussing how a lot of the crew on board have taken such an infatuation with the ponies that even the AI of the ship has taken on a holographic persona of a pony. And it's like, okay, yeah, it doesn't directly involve the characters or any characters from the show, but it's pretty goddamn obvious.
Yeah,
it's pony
it's
related.
pretty obvious.
Yeah.
I have a feeling. I think somehow I'm pretty sure that whoever moderates those, they just sort of skim, which is was just another reason why this whole moderation thing is stupid.
Or it needs to be shaken up a little bit.
Yeah,
but I'm sure everybody who's ever had trouble with FimFiction moderations said the same thing.
Yeah.
Which actually says a lot about FimFiction moderation.
On the whole, I like the site. I wish there was more moderation in comments, but
oh yeah, don't get me wrong. Whoever coded the site is fucking brilliant.
Yeah, the site itself is fantastic. The search function is amazing. It works better than any other fanfiction archive I've ever seen. It's fantastic.
That's saying something coming from you.
Yeah,
and to be the ability to download individual chapters or everything all together is pretty awesome for throwing shit on your Kindle, which I love.
Yeah.
And it's formatted so that it could be read on a Kindle too, which helps. Even though it's a text file.
Well, it just sounds like they need to do a lot better in their moderation department.
Yeah, all fan sites need to.
Yeah.
No site is exempt from this. Every fan site in this fandom could do with a bit better moderating. Except maybe Equestria Daily. I think Equestria Daily kind of over moderates things, but that's my own personal opinion. I think we can move on to our cool shit segment.
I think we've bullshitted long enough.
We're gonna run out of steam, and then
we're
all right, I'll kick us off then. My first piece of cool shit this week. I'm pretty sure we haven't pimped this before. It's called Ask Companion Cube, and it's the ponified companion cube from Portal 2 or from Portal. And that's all I can say. It's what's interesting about this one is this version of the companion cube is a cult.
Okay, because I was about to say there have been several companion cube.
They've all been mares from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're usually they're usually female, but this one is male, which is interesting because it's still adorable. Oh my gosh, all the blushes and shit. But it's a cool, and it's fairly new too.
But will it suffer the curse?
Yeah. It's
Yeah, because we found out it's not just me. I think actually, since we do have newer listeners, it's funny how way back there was that one Tumblr you pimped, and in the process of pimping it, they made an announcement that they were going on hiatus.
Yeah, as
wonderful.
I was talking about it, they posted right that second that they were going on hiatus, and I was like, oh,
Oh,
well, okay.
yeah. So I'm actually, now this is just me. I'm really glad to see more male ponies in the Tumblr universe, the Tumblr pawn universe.
Yeah, there needs to be more male OCs. There are some really good.
Well,
around.
more male OCs that don't just go straight into gay porn.
Yeah, or are or copies of Ice Pack.
Yeah, or Discorded Who's or whoever.
Or copies of Shining Armor and Violent Scratches. My OC's been called. Fucking hairstyle. But yeah, there does need to be a lot more male OCs because it's dominated by female OCs.
Yeah, and people wonder why I want to. Never mind. I was about to say, and yet somehow they managed to call this fandom sexist.
Yeah.
So I guess it brings it to me.
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay, now let me preface before I plug this Tumblr that no, I do not endorse Lolicon or Fullcon. And with that, let me just say this artist is fucking incredible.
Let me just say real quick, holy fucking shit.
Exalius.
Exalius.
Oh, this guy! I've seen them around.
That fucking
he tried doing a Philly Celestia Tumblr a while ago, and I guess it just sort of never went anywhere. So he has his art Tumblr here, and yes, there is a lot of Fullcon on it, but there's also a lot of other artwork he's done before. A lot of monsters and cleaner work. And the reason I'm plugging this is because this reminds me a lot of Crooked Trees.
Really?
In a good way.
Wow.
Yeah. Really, really good artist.
Do you know if he's stated if Crooked Trees is a influence for him, or...
No, he hasn't. No.
Damn.
Yeah, he's really fucking good. He actually is able to draw lips. The way he draws lips actually kind of works, because I've seen other people try to draw ponies with lips and it never looks right, but with how strange his and realistic his artwork looks, it kind of works. So, yeah.
That twist give me nightmares. No pun intended.
She looks like an old Jewish woman.
She really does. She looks like an old Hebe.
Hey,
sorry, I was watching All in the Family. God. Archie Bunker happens to be a role model for me.
That's really bad.
I'm Texan.
Why don't you move on to your thing?
Okay, I might as well. Well, we managed to get a Kickstarter for the Brony Fest convention that I'm trying to help run. And we've gotten 6 backers so far. And we're at $785 with 26 days left to go. And, we have some really expensive stuff on there, but I haven't seen any other conventions that are really willing to go that extra mile of letting you have lunch with the voice actresses for a night and basically just get spend as much time as you want with them that night.
Do you think that's a really good idea to post your immensity on there?
Huh?
You think that's a really good idea to post your immensity on the Kickstarter page?
Well, I wasn't the one that posted anything on there. That was my co-creator of this con, Amanda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your Jim Sterling proportions?
Yes. I look so beautiful. And by the way, those shirts were literally made the day before the con, just with I can't remember what fabric she used for the logo, but she just basically steamed it on. Because we ordered the shirts and some bags to wear around the con so we can promote ourselves, but they're somehow sent to Hong Kong instead of us.
Well, that's how that works.
Yeah. And the guy who's there on that picture, when he first put on that shirt, it looked like he had C cup tits. It was terrifying. Though Tara seemed to really like him, so.
Do you think before Brony Fest kicks off, do you think you can get some prescription sunglasses that are like those huge police cruiser? Yeah, the big mirrored ones. You should get those. Those will look totally awesome on you.
I totally need to, but I'm all ready for the game industry. I need to go just put in my application to IGN.com.
Yes, you should.
I'll be Ryan Scott, except nowhere nearly as skinny, and I don't have a dad that looks like he was a bouncer for ZZ Top.
Anyway, back to your Kickstarter. I guess, and bullshit, would you be opposed to us pimping this every week just to start? Because I really want to see this.
Fest, Kickstarter? No, go ahead.
Yeah, at least until the end of the Kickstarter.
It's a big project, and I think it deserves a lot more attention than what is it at right now? 6 backers. How long has this Kickstarter been up?
It's been up for 4 days.
Okay.
Yeah, so definitely.
4 days.
Have you?
I've sent it to Seth, but they need the information from other conventions to compile the post before they can post everything.
Okay. Have you went to like Derpy Hooves and all them?
No,
Derpy Hooves News.
I wasn't sure if they would pimp it or not, but I'll try going to them.
Yeah, try. Yeah, go ahead and ask Derpy Squad over at Derpy Hooves News. They're generally okay with con stuff, I think.
Yeah.
And even if it's not on their own site, Derpy Squad, he has his own blog and stuff. So try and get the word out.
We're trying not to be as dramatic as the other conventions. Like we're actually be working with the other conventions of Texas, like Pony Fest, Brony Fanfare, stuff like that.
Okay.
We're not out to destroy anyone. We want the Brony fandom to basically work together.
That's always a noble goal.
I like the.
We wish you good luck with that.
We're gonna need all the luck we can get. But just real quick, for those who pay the higher pledges for the ponies, like our mascot ponies, the one that Tara's holding is one of the ones that you will get. Her name is Starblaze. And that actually reminds me, we actually have a weekly webcomic series with our mascots and stuff for those who want to check it out.
And just so you know, that pony's been on Tara Strong's tits. So if you're creepy like that, then you can be like, this pony was on Tara Strong's tits.
We actually did we sold pledges right after we did that. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the reason.
Put your tits on the pony.
Just put your tits on the phone.
Put your tits on the pony.
It's on the phone.
Sorry. I was trying Brian Altano there.
Just rub your pussy with the plushie. Okay, enough trying to channel Brony McBrony.
And both
Tony McBrony. I think that should be our first hero of the fandom character, Tony McBrony.
Oh God.
almost ready.
Put your tits on the phone. Just put your tits on.
Piss on my face. Almost straight. Piss on my face. No.
Oh God, no! Why would you do that? Ah.
Okay, let's.
I'm drunk enough to where my filters don't work. Oh.
Bullshit. What do you got? Hurry up, please.
All right, my next piece of cool shit for this week is. Oh, I just found this. This is so awesome. It's called Tavi and Scratch Suite. It's by a musician named Your Enigma. And Your Enigma is a fantastic pianist. He did a thing a while back called not Pony Nocturne, I think was what it was called, or something like that. But this suite called Tavi and Scratch is a full 13 minute suite for piano, small orchestra, and electronics. And obviously the orchestra is synthesized. But it was an interesting idea because, I'm working on my album, which is orchestral electronic, and it's good to see more people melding orchestral and electronic because there isn't really a whole lot of that going on in this fandom in particular. It feels like, to me, the people who do orchestral music are just sort of segregating themselves, or vice versa, from the electronic musicians. So it's always good to see people who meld the two. And this is it's a cool song. And this particular video is the whole suite put together. The actual suite itself is for sale on Bandcamp right now for buy at name your price, starting at $0, I believe. And it's broken up into tracks, but this video is the whole thing in one go. It's called Tavi and Scratch Relationship in 4 Movements. And you know what? I'm gonna actually in the show notes right next to that, I'm gonna put the Bandcamp link.
Okay, I was about to say, well, I guess we found our outro music, but
oh no! I have something special for the outro music.
Okay. Wait, could it be as special as last week's outro music? Because, come on.
Wait, and bullshit I read the show notes, but I didn't listen to the full podcast. Did you put L. Ron Hubbard's song in?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
No, I forgot.
Because we like prepared like a whole outro for it, a lead into it. So I was like, oh my god, now everybody's all like confused. It's like, what the fuck? I thought this was supposed to be L. Ron Hubbard.
I totally forgot while we were doing that. Or while I was editing.
You just made it sound like we were mentally insane.
Which is often what happens when one talks about L. Ron Hubbard and Scientology.
Yes, that is true. We can actually say that for a later episode.
Yeah. That song, that's my new ringtone, by the way.
Clop, clop. All right.
It is the anthem of the brony community.
Actually, maybe
yeah.
I did. I don't remember. I don't remember what we did last week.
Well, apparently I don't remember either, so welcome to the club.
Wait a minute. Oh, fuck, what the hell happens?
Hmm?
What the fuck? My next link just got switched over to the Bandcamp link.
Oh,
that's weird.
I'm sorry. I think I fucked.
I was like, what the... Am I going insane?
Well, it's working for me.
Oh,
all right.
Nope, it's working for me. ponydeathmarch.tumblr.com.
Okay, Okay, I'll reload the show notes. Okay, there, now it's working. Cool. Alright, I guess it goes on to my thing. This person hasn't updated in a while, but I guess this Tumblr isn't their main focus, which is cool. But most of the reason I'm blogging is because this Gothic Horse Vagina print Which actually, let me look at the print itself.
Which, if you wouldn't mind me asking, how really good quality is the print?
It's printed on. It's printed on really HP photo quality printer paper, which is the same as what Slugbox uses. Really high quality.
Which version did you get? Panties or no panties?
Panties.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm not a filthy fucking pervert.
That's okay. I'll make up for it by I'm saving the pantyless version right now.
But you don't have the prints.
Well, the thing is, the guy is planning on doing more prints because it was vastly popular. I believe he said this Monday he might be putting up the prints again.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that. That's just what I remember.
Well, the main reason I got this print is because, and I still love it, Applejack is basically Beetlejuice's sidekick.
Yeah,
she's dressed the same way.
Yeah.
If you don't know who Beetlejuice is,
shame on.
Yeah, fucking die.
I feel like I should make this my PS3 background.
You should.
This is actually a really good desktop background. I think I'm going to set my desktop to this. I'm surprised I didn't earlier. But yeah, I'm definitely going to try to see if I can't get this framed. Though I am still kind of nervous about taking it to a frame shop and be like, "Yeah, could you put this in the frame? Don't mind the huge pony ass right there."
Well, you could always just get the measurements and just get your own frame and then try to frame it yourself.
This seems like it's an odds. I'm gonna have to get measurements on it. Actually, it's in the eBay details, I think, and I could probably just go in with that.
Yeah, just do that. That'd be a lot easier to do.
Yeah. No, I got the work safe version, but still, it's like they're kind of showing off their butts in a weird way.
Well, there is huge pony ass thanks to Twilight and Pinky.
Yeah. Just fucking horse butts everywhere.
But just the picture alone is really high quality. I do
don't mind me. I'm just saving everything from this blog real quick.
Masturbatory material.
Duh.
Well, he actually does a lot of anthro, so you're not entirely going to hell. You're just going to Christian hell.
The only hell that matters.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cool. That's my thing. What's your thing?
All right, mine is the reason why I'm pimping this Tumblr is because last night she was complaining that Seth and them didn't post her plushies up on the nightly roundup, so I told her I'd go ahead and do it on here. And this girl's Tumblr is called makeshiftwings30.tumblr.com, and she makes some fucking amazing plushies. She even made a daring do that you can hang from your ceiling fan and look like she's flying.
That daring do actually does look pretty badass.
And it looks like she even does OC ponies, and the quality of her work is really fucking good.
Ah, I see she did Donut Steel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Yamano's OC.
But just the quality of the fabric, and the only problem I have with the pony plushies that we sell is that the eyes aren't actually like these ones. They're printed out on a special paper and we sew them on there. This, it looks like she actually takes the time to do all this.
Which is really good.
Yeah, she's really damn good. If I had the money, I would commission her in a heartbeat, but alas, I am a poor brony who works at Walmart. So if you do have the money, go ahead and go commission this girl. She is really good.
Nice.
Not only that, she has a picture of Toph from Avatar and her wig on her avatar, so yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been meaning to ask you, why does Walmart smell like hospital?
That is a very good question.
Yeah. It's just I just was like, This place sort of smells like a hospital, like disinfected and shit.
Well, it's probably
This,
because
this,
they're trying
this,
to get rid of the smell of all the associates' dead hopes and dreams.
oh, there we go. Okay.
That's the
All right.
reason I can think of. I mean, fuck, they're having to use a shit ton for my dead hopes and dreams.
Well, yeah. You are a games journalist.
Yeah, I am a game show.
My readers must know journalism.
Journalism. Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Oh boy.
Oh, Ryan Scott.
Wait till they hear about this.
I'm just thinking about this guy. So, hear me out. How about we mix My Little Pony and Milo's Pet Shop? Instant money.
Oh, I gotta go do this interview with Tara Strong. Oh, is that pretzel sticks? I love pretzel sticks. Oh, bring us some. He goes to talk to Tara Strong with there's a pretzel stick just hanging out of his fucking mouth. Just, hi, Tara.
That's right. Hi, Tara. Oh, show me your teeth. Dreadful.
I just walked in from the other room. I'm a bit winded. Just let me get my breath here. Whew. Oh, this is a big convention center. It's the fucking Holiday Inn airport.
How did you know him, Dev?
I just guessed. There's always a Holiday Inn at an airport.
There always is.
And bullshit. Why don't you move to your thing?
Alright, this is my last piece of bullshit for this week. And it's a very, very new Tumblr for an artist named Zajees, I think.
This person's been around before. I've seen their artwork before, but I don't think on Tumblr.
Yeah, it's a new blog. I feel like I've seen this OC. Right now, all that's on here is the artist's OC, but it's really pretty. And what caught me on this Tumblr was the picture. Apparently, she has her ability is she can manipulate ink, with her mind. So the picture, halfway down the blog, is her, and she's just standing there with her legs spread wide open. There's just ink tentacles coming out of her vagina. And that was the picture that caught my eye, and I went and I looked at the blog, and it was just sort of more of the same. It's just the OC right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this OC's been on for a fender. Yeah, it was originally male. So I'm kind of surprised that characters changed genders since this.
It might be that that he's just drawn it with Fuda forever, and you just thought it was a dude.
Well, from the perspective I've seen, that's entirely possible.
Yeah. Anyways, this is a new artist, and they look pretty awesome. And ink tentacles are shiny.
And if you're Asian, you'll adore the tentacle.
Of course,
you'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
I just want to mention. I don't know if you guys saw the post earlier today from the mod of Stalkerloo. Extolling the virtues of hating on Rule 34 and NSFW artwork and shit. And I just noticed it again on this Tumblr that this person's following Stalkerloo. And I've come to notice that you go to a lot of adult My Little Pony Tumblrs, and almost every single one of them is following Stalkerloo. I just find that to be very curious that he hates Rule 34 so fucking much, yet most of his followers are into Rule 34.
Yes, but we all know what a filthy mouth he really is. When he's not
what a hypocrite! What a hypocrite he is! But anyway.
But that's beside the.
Yeah, I just it was an observation I saw, and I felt I had to say something. So, my next I guess we can move on to my thing.
Which, damn you for getting me into this.
It's the channel. It's and Bullshit and Cygnus have a terrible secret.
Yeah.
They have this YouTube channel where and Bullshit.
Which, why didn't you tell me that you were pink guy before?
This is me and Cygnus in a YouTube channel.
Yeah, and Bullshit is Filthy Frank, and Cygnus is the dude in the red suit.
He is the Red Power Ranger.
So, how about that interracial computer love?
Oh yeah.
My favorite video. My favorite video in this in this channel is when
Real quick, can I guess what it is? Is it when you met Cardigan?
No, it's the one where he's talking about how you shouldn't be racist, and he calls an African American dude on the phone and holds a bucket of KFC up to the phone. They both have fucking seizures and wig out. It was so funny. Oh my god.
Dear God.
I love his 100 completely accurate world accents, because for Korea, Japan, China, and Taiwan, it's him with, even though he's Asian, it's him with clear tape over his eyes, big ass glasses on, holding the graphing calculator, hitting the graphing, going ching chong bing bong.
One of my favorite videos is I Hate Spanish with Stuart Little. When Stuart Little speaks Spanish, he's a goddamn rodent.
When he speaks English, he's a cute little mouse. When he speaks Spanish, he's a fucking rodent.
Just damn you, Endemic. I've been obsessed with his channel ever since you showed me.
Oh, my internet just died. I'm back.
No, you're back. You're back.
Okay. Fuck.
No, actually, really funny. The dancing the Skrillex video.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's what I do when I'm really tired and I need to stay awake. Is I'll turn on Skrillex really loud and just start screaming.
And you'll start drinking some water, then throw the cup at the wall.
My favorite is the one where it's he dances to Call Me Baby.
Yeah.
It was so amazing.
I gotta say, Pink Guy's Punishment and Salamander in that one Japanese mall, total classic.
Well, I love how because almost all the videos where they're outside are taken in Japan, because I think they're I think they live in he lives in Canada, but goes to Japan a lot to study. And I just love when he goes to Japan. He does everything. He does like Pink Guy out in public, and it just sort of proves that Japanese just don't give a fuck.
They really don't.
I mean, there's the one part where they're in the mall, and he just. I mean, there's these two guys at like a table at McDonald's, and he just jumps on the table and starts humping the table, and they just sort of sit there for 10 seconds and then just get up and leave.
Fuck, he was trying to hump an old man. Well, him and the Red Power Rangers were trying to hump an old man as he was walking by a clothing store.
Yeah, well, and then there's the other one where there's the handicap elevator.
Oh, God.
And they wait for the door to open, and then they just rush in and start humping the handicap guy. The handicap guy drops his cane and just sort of bends down, just trying to protect himself.
Is that you, Foops? Stop humping me, Foops. But don't follow this channel. This guy is.
I just watched the Cinnamon Challenge video.
Oh God,
that is really woman shit.
Yeah.
Let's just put some corn in there.
I love the salamander guy got a question, and Filthy Frank's like, "Oh shoot! Oh, the impulse should drop out." Yeah, he did. He'll be back. I just love how I think it's in the Filthy compilation episode 2. The salamander guy is a character they have where he just constantly
Yes.
yes.
And he rubs his
Yes.
nipples all the time.
Yeah. And somebody wrote in a letter asking if salamander asking if salamander knew any other words other than yes. And he said yes. And then the next question was, Salamander Man, are you gay? And it's like, yeah. No.
Another really good one was the chat roulette one.
The chat roulette one, oh yeah, with the funniest one is the guy who types "I'm gonna rape you" and then just starts like going all bug eyed, and we had the camera and Filthy Frank is just yelling at him.
You want to rape me? You want to rape me?
And the guy just tried. The guy, you can see the guy is just making a really dumb attempt to be scary. It's not working.
I have to say, probably the best line from that whole thing was, "How many people have you killed?" Oh, I could talk for hours about Filthy Frank.
Yeah, we should probably stop and move on to your thing.
Mine happens to be a YouTube channel, and I hate to be BH Hammy or Azure Cadabra, as he's known, but I've been watching this one guy called Nerd Cubed, and he's British, and he is perhaps the most
that's
spastic.
one strike against him.
Yeah, he has to be the most spastic Let's Play guy I've ever seen. And right now he's doing a series called Nerd Cubes Completes, and he's doing the Bully, Rockstar's Bully game. And I forgot how good that game was, but probably one of his two best things he's doing right now is Nerd 3 Free Games Friday, where he plays 3 free games and he sends you the websites of each of these games you can play. Like, thanks to him, I found this one game called Ace of Spades. Have you guys ever heard of that?
No, I haven't.
It's basically Minecraft meets first-person shooter. It's less than 5 megabytes, and you play it through your web browser, and any computer can play it, and no matter what kind of internet connection you have, it runs smooth.
Nice.
And you can build your own like little trenches and stuff, so you can avoid fire. And you only have 50 cubes at a time that you can build stuff with. But say you use those 50 cubes, you have a shovel that you can destroy other cubes with, so you can get back stuff to build with.
Nice.
Not only that, the recoil on it is much better than any Call of Duty game has ever been. Like, it's accurate. That's pretty sad. And then the other really good thing he does is his Let's Play of Shadow of the Colossus. Which, if you guys have never played that game, go buy the HD remake, because holy shit.
Oh, I know about it, yeah.
Yeah,
I know about it.
That game is absolutely gorgeous. The fact it could run on a PS2 and had monsters you could play that were over 100 times your size just says something.
Well, don't forget, Super Metroid for the Super NES had very, very, very large monsters, too.
Oh, yeah, but this is on a PS2 in 3D.
Yeah, that is true.
And not only that, just the little secrets that are in the game. Like, if you play the game, like, over 4 times, because you have a grip bar that grows each time you destroy a Colossus, you can climb up the tower at the beginning of the game, and you can get to the secret area at the very end of the game. And there's fruit up there that you can get, but if you eat it, it permanently decreases your health. It just,
so it's a red herring.
Yeah, well, it's not only a red herring, it's for those really, really hardcore guys that want to have the lowest health possible and still defeat a Colossus. And also, it just shows how depressing that game's storyline is. If you've played through the game, you understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Just absolutely amazing game. If you've played the game, I highly suggest you watch this Let's Play. If you haven't, it's only $20 on the PSN. It's worth every cent.
Yeah.
Go play it. And maybe if more people support this, The Last Guardian may finally somehow come out. which I could go on a whole rant about that, but I'll let him bullshit if he's back to take care of his stuff.
Hello? Hello?
Sorry,
Well-
I might have been watching Filthy Frank videos this entire time. I was not paying attention. I was definitely watching Pink Guy videos. And that's there you go. That just goes to show how great a channel is.
I kind of wish he would like put on a Pinkie Pie wig and go to like BronyCon
and just like put mashed up corn in his mouth and projectile vomit on people.
Well,
yeah, just
I have something to tell you guys after this podcast, but if I could get him to do that, I would totally have him come down to my convention as a guest to do that kind of shit.
just run around and just be a complete fucking nuisance.
I would pay for his airfare, his hotel, any food he eats there, just to see that happen.
And the cleanup bill.
I would pay for that. That would be completely worth it. You both know this to be true.
Yeah.
Totally worth it.
Okay. Well, and Bolsa doesn't have anything more, so I guess that brings it to my final thing. Actually, I've pimped this before. It's from a Sriracha Not Sauce, and it's the Equestrian Equine Explorer's Guide to the Equine Monstrum. And it's basically a monster pony tumbler, and he's doing encyclopedia entries for various different types of monster ponies. I think there was a Monster Girl version that was made in Japan that's very similar. It's kind of a monster
it was all done
girl, sexy, hentai kind of thing.
Yeah, the guy's really famous for doing all that.
Yeah, and so I guess Sriracha's doing something similar. And yeah, I'm plugging this again for the second time. And right now, I kind of have a complaint with it. And I easily see him going down this line of, okay, for example, like, you go to Wikipedia and you look up, like, any animal, and you go down to, like, dietary requirements or what they eat and consume. They never mention water. Because it's assumed that every living creature on Earth needs water to survive. And so far, he has 2 entries up so far for the Tyke and Maradragora. But I can easily see it being for every entry under dietary needs or diet, the listing for semen. And my thing is, okay, first of all, semen isn't really a food, but that's just a personal opinion. Whatever he's going for with this is perfectly fine. It's his own deal. But if all of these monster mares consume semen to survive, then why even bother listing it?
This is true, but it is a good source of protein.
Do you see the point I'm trying to make?
Yeah, I easily see the point you're trying to make.
Yeah, it's like you go to Wikipedia, you look up fucking cat. It's not gonna say this animal requires water to survive, and then you go to the dog and it says this requires water to survive, and it's like they don't say that.
Yeah,
and it's like
not only that, the thing that Sriracha is basing this off of, they say that they need that particular source to live. If the fans of this Tumblr and stuff, they're gonna already know that, so there's no point even putting that as a need to live.
Yeah. Oh, well, what's your opinion, Benjamin?
Since you are Asian.
Since you are Asian and you are a fan of Sriracha Not Sauce.
And you do love monster girls.
Yeah, and you do love semen.
Yes, you especially
I really like the Monster Mare Encyclopedia.
Now don't get me wrong. I love the Monster Mare Encyclopedia. It's just like, really,
You're just saying
could you just make it? You know, I mean, could you just maybe possibly just like at the beginning or as a addendum to it, just sort of put like, see, like facts of the world, you know, be like all living creatures require semen.
Yeah.
Oh, this is you guys know which game this is based off, right?
Game.
Isn't it based off that one Monster Girl
Monster
visual
Girl,
novel?
Yeah, Monster Girl Quest is a visual novel hentai game.
Yeah, I have.
That's where the whole mythos of them requiring semen to live comes from.
Oh, okay, yeah. Veggie's Radguard or didn't give it to me. He posted up a link to it, and I downloaded it and played it for like 15 seconds.
Yeah, it is that one just sort of, I don't want to say set the standard for Monster Girls, but it sort of made Monster Girls much more popular than they were. That's where a lot of this stuff comes from. But I really like the Monster Mare Encyclopedia because I'm a big fan of Srirachi. His art's constantly improving, and like this new version of the Monster Mare Encyclopedia, it's like the pictures are even better than what he had before.
Yeah. The main reason I'm plugging this again is because he did a massive reboot.
Yeah, as we all know, his computer exploded. So,
Which, real quick, do you mind if I add this? Because this is from a post I saw before about how artists drawing ponies never manage to improve upon their art style, and that's a bunch of fucking bullshit.
Oh, that's absolutely not true.
No, that's
yeah.
Yeah, that was a MLP art confession.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just as stupid as the one that posted today, saying that that safe for work artists need to push against the not safe for work artists because they're being swamped with not safe for work porn, and that's not what the pony fandom's about, and blah 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 blah. All totally ignoring the fact that like you go to Derpy Burrow, and for every one not safe for work piece, there's 10 safe for work pieces.
Yeah, basically, if you believe that, I'm sorry, but you're just wrong.
Yeah.
Let people do what they want to do. It's a free fucking country.
Well, and it's like there's also the other thing of the whole what is porn, what isn't porn. It's like I don't see this Monster Mare Encyclopedia as porn. I kind of just see it as a fun fantasy guide.
Yeah.
That is okay, obviously erotic, but it's more it kind of tweaks the more sci-fi fantasy thing than anything else to me.
Yeah, and honestly, in my opinion, that's not porn. It's just not safe for work content because of possible nudity and stuff like that. For porn, for me, it has to be like penetration and stuff like that for even be considered.
Well, I find this like on the same level as Bruno, the movie Bruno, which just came out on Netflix.
I did not know that.
You know, and in the movie Bruno, you know, you kind of got cocks swinging all over the place and men's buttholes and testicles all over the place. And it's like, I don't view that as porn. I just view it as fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, we get a focus group who go in expecting to see a gay German guy interview Harrison Ford, and instead they get a guy slapping his cock around and spinning around as like a helicopter.
The helicopter.
It's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I've just got one last thing if you guys wouldn't mind me adding on to my cool shit.
Well, actually, I just want to ask one more thing. Do you think Sriracha Not Sauce is working on a game? A visual novel game?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Isn't Sriracha trying to actually make this into book form as well?
Well, I don't think he can print it, but
well,
I think
I remember seeing something like that several months ago. I don't know if that stopped happening or not, but I just remember reading that somewhere.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
Hey, bullshit. When you guys are wrapped up with the Milo Dashi visual novel, it's a new project you guys can work
You think he's joking? He means
You
it.
think I'm joking?
I'm pretty sure the next project that we'll be tackling is animal husbandry.
Touche.
You know what? You know what? I actually kind of have an idea here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm totally like fucking. This would be like behind the scenes shit, but totally I'm gonna say it right now. I think we should start our own little development studio,
Right now.
and we and we just develop this. We develop a visual novel based on this Monster Mare Encyclopedia. Why not?
Dude, let's do it.
It's a visual novel. It's easy enough to do.
Yeah.
You know how to write, and I'm handy with a computer. And Jehu's really good at being super fucking depressing.
I am.
I think we have a game studio here.
Duh.
GCCIC Studios.
You realize this is happening now, right?
Well, if you look at my Steam account, you can see I've been playing Game Maker for 16 fucking hours.
Yep, this is happening. He expected.
Honestly, I was actually playing around with it for a couple hours, and then I fell asleep at my computer.
Were you masturbating again?
No.
Oh.
I told you guys before how I masturbate.
Yeah. Well, you fall asleep before. Never know.
We're not getting into this.
Go listen to older episodes where I'm not on and get the full experience.
Yeah. All right, get to your last thing.
Okay, my last thing is a good. At least I like to consider him a good friend of mine. His name on Tumblr is Hobbs Meerkat, and he has a not safe for work Tumblr now, and he's doing not safe for work commissions, and it's called Broken Style Not Safe for Work. And yeah, I really wanted to pimp him since he is the sniper from TF2, and he could easily kill me. I'd rather give him a reason not to.
Holy fuck, he does do not. Holy shit.
He's only done one not safe for work actual picture. He's done a couple sketches now. But his first one was a rarity, and it made me happy.
No, but holy shit. This is like finding out Will Draw for Food Draws porn.
Yeah, honestly, I never expected Hobbs Meerkat to draw porn, but I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, I'm not going to complain either.
He's a good artist, and he's a sniper. And not only that, he reblogs a bunch of, at least I like to consider good porn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got to fart real bad. There we go. Sorry. Wow.
And bullshit, is there any way you can amplify that?
Yes, of course.
Wait, did it actually come over the mic?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Nice. Well, I should have taken the headset off and just put it right up to my ass.
You totally should have. It could have been new guest host. Be
Yeah.
more effective than I could ever be.
Exactly.
And now I'm sad.
Oh wow, we've actually got almost a full 2 hours. I guess we can go ahead and wrap this up. Somebody else out of this, please. I don't feel like doing
You want to be outed?
Somebody out this.
And with that,
Yes, I do drink Diet Pepsi. I know. I'm sorry.
and with that, I think that for this week we are out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cue Jake Lyon rapping.
Make it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, damn it.
No, but seriously, though, our outro song is Jake Lyon rapping.
Skeet.
Ah,
riff. Just push to the left when the music pulls right. Get down when the beat drops. Get upright when the rhythm demands it. You aren't out to defeat the song like a challenge. Just listen to the beat and feel its motion through the air glides. Selling your slang will stand outside. Through a specimen of sound, a specific distortion. We interpret it formally through wiggling motion. We take a legato, turn it into a slide. Listen for the drummer to ride on the ride. We step to the side, inside and out. Give the sound a space that we can move throughout the course of our evening, the course of our lives, and we can settle down when the volume drops. Muffin. Now derpy. Well, I appreciate the notion there's not enough security for accurate motion. Freeform is alright when applied sparsely, like a baked piece of steak with a little bit of parsley. The meat of the movement should be baked in your brain. Take time to prepare to understand and train the song. Know the tune front to back, like a book to solidify your mental index so you know where to look. Chapter 1, the introduction. Does the song start slowly with a passive seduction? Does it kick right in either or? Have a speed that matches the score. Chapter 2, what's the break? Know the tempo, know the meter, and make no mistake. You can schedule gyrations of the forearms and legs to fit into the rhythm way far ahead. That way, if there's a shift or a change, you will change with the music and not look deranged. After shaking your flank in 3/4 time, let the song move up to 4/5. Now chapter 3, at least to me, is the most important lesson for making an impression and the one which your method seems to lack. Having a list of moves and planning your attack. You need to know the song, what's it trying to say, and then have a list of moves with which to interplay with the meaning. You'd look like a savior if the song about fire and you did with a spring to scratch that. That's rather good. The mover is a reaction to the mood. When it's hot, cool it down. When it's cool, heat it up. When it meows like a kitten, you can bark like a pup. Being a match set or an ornamental contrast, the more important thing, and also the last chapter 4. Think. At least once, because if you come unprepared, you're gonna dance like a dunce. Word up. Dance like Twilight, and you dance alright. Muffin. Twilight, I get what you say, but not every pony wants to dance that way. And if you know the song, then you can dance by a word, but how would you dance to a song you've never heard? We make mistakes all of the time. You should learn to love them as I've learned to love mine. You don't have to be ready, you can learn as you go. That way you never stop moving, you never miss a show.
You can dance with me, but only if you can dance to bed. Dub it up. Dub it up. I said dub it up. You can dance with me, but only if you know how to dance to bed. Dub it up. Dub it up. You can dance with me, but only if you know how to dance to bed. Dub it up. Dub it up. You can dance with me, but only if you know how to dance to bed. Dub it up. Derp it up, you can dance derpy, but only if you know how to dance derpy. Derp it up. Derp it up, you can dance derpy, but only if you know how to dance derpy. Derp it up. Said loosen your legs, wiggle your wings, close your eyes, let the music sing. Derp it up. Derp it up. Derp it up, you can dance with me, but only if you